Michael Irvin just put his beloved Cowboys on blast. Mike Fisher on the Dallas Cowboys, checking in from Frisco and the Star, where Michael Irvin goes on 105.3 The Fan and says that the Cowboys and their lack of discipline was stupid, undisciplined, obviously, and losing behavior. And he's talking not just about the San Francisco loss in the playoffs, but of course the 14 penalties in that game, plus the 100 million penalties in the regular, 127 penalties to lead the NFL during the regular season. And Irvin pinpoints the coaching staff and says it's their fault. He pinpoints Gregory, the Cowboys' standout defensive end, for some hilariously foolish behavior in that game. And of course, it's not the first time for Randy, and it's not the first time for other people on this roster. Defense and offense, pre-snap penalties, and lack of attention to detail and goofiness. Mike McCarthy says it's job one this offseason is to try to fix that. Michael Irvin has the answer, because I don't know that Mike McCarthy has a magical answer, the magic wand that waves and fixes this. But Michael Irvin says, I do. Fear factor. Bill Belichick, you were afraid to make a mistake like that for him. Jimmy Johnson, you were afraid to make a mistake like that for him. Now, Irvin points out what we have pointed out, naturally, since he's a friend of the show. The salary cap and free agency and factors like that in the NFL make this a different league than it was 30 years ago, 40 years ago. And that's a fact. You can't do it exactly like Jimmy did it back then, and even Bill Belichick doesn't quite do it the way he did it back then, and you can't do it the way Lombardi did it necessarily, and the way Landry did it, and the way Parcells did it. But can you become an authority figure, even though you don't have "I'm going to cut you" looming over the players' heads? That's the challenge that Michael Irvin, I think, is giving Mike McCarthy. Not, I'm going to cut everybody if they make a mistake, but I need to have a presence as a head coach, or somebody on my coaching staff needs to have a presence as a force that causes players to realize there are going to be ramifications to making silly, unforced errors. The ramifications are not, we're going to cut you. That's not real, especially not for all the people that made mistakes on this team in the penalty area. Not that we're going to trade you to Siberia. Siberia doesn't exist anymore. That's not true in the NFL either. It's almost got to be a level of respect for the authority of the head coach, that when he says it's this or else, that we don't even have to worry about what the or else is, that we take him seriously enough to not do the this with the Cowboys in Frisco. Thank you for describing what we do here. Tell Cowboy Nation about the 45,000 strong that hang out with us every day, and thank you for hanging out as well. Fish out.